So today we are going to discuss about schemes for vulnerable sections. So what do we mean by vulnerability? That means it's a proneness to harm or damage originating from external causes. So who are those vulnerable sections? Those who are more likely to suffer as a result of the faulty or unjust system. Okay, and one could be that system: social, political system, cultural system, economic system, physical system, family based system, environment based system, or any such system which are faulty, and the people will be prone to harm or damage because of that system. So who are the vulnerable sections in India? Children, wait, children, women, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, OBC sections, minorities, senior citizens, disabled people, LGBTQ community, etc. So we'll see what are the schemes that are given to these people. We know what is an informal welfare sections, right? Otherwise, they won't be able to self-empower themselves under the circumstances that they are in. So schemes for the welfare of minorities. What are those? Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram. That means where there is an area where predominantly minority people exist, we'll be improving the social and economic infrastructure in those areas so that they'll be getting better access to all those resources for their empowerment. Then Hamari Dharma scheme for minorities, that is for improving the visibility of culture of minorities, that is through exhibitions, fairs, kind of etc. Now schemes related to women. Pradhan Mantri Madru Vandana Yojana. We know that that's for improving the health conditions, promoting institutional delivery, etc. among women. So for the first child, they will be given rupees 5,000, and for the second child, they will be given rupees 6,000 if that's a girl child. So these are the important points. Then Swadhar Grave, that's for giving all-round support for the women that are in like difficult circumstances. Okay, maybe domestic violence or social violence, kind of thing. For example, there may be people with HIV who will be stigmatized by the people. So this Swadhar Grave will be providing them counseling, food, clothing, education opportunities, like for making them smoothly reintegrate back to the society. Then Ujjawala scheme. Ujjawala scheme is for uh, rehabilitating and reintegrating the persons by protecting them if they had gone through some private or like violence in public or private arenas. Okay, that's for like especially when they are vulnerable or when they are exposed to commercial trafficking, etc. Then one-stop center scheme. So one-stop center scheme means again that's for helping women who have gone through some kind of violence or atrocities. So again they will be giving these counseling, legal aid, education, food, shelter, clothing, etc. So all these are under Ministry of Women and Child Development. Now schemes related to children. ICD scheme, that's for improving the malnutrition condition, for removing the malnutrition condition to improve the nutritional status, for immunizing the children, for providing them preschool assistance, etc. So an integrated child development. Then Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, we know that it is for providing them with textbooks, uniforms, for providing teacher training, everything from preschool to class 12. They will be given support. The midday meal scheme is a flagship, fully government funded scheme for reducing the classroom hunger, for increasing the enrollment, to improve the nutritional status of the children, etc. Now, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. So we are discussing about schemes related to children. So ICDS, Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, midday meal scheme, then Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is for reducing the sex selective abortion and for promoting the institutional delivery, for empowering the girl child in the society, for giving them educational and financial assistance, etc. We know that there can be a bank account which will be fetching higher interest, which could be their money could be withdrawn by the girl child when she is an adult, like that. Then schemes related to SC and ST or OBC. First of all, we know that's a historical legislation, Protection of Civil Rights Act, 1995. Okay. Then Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Prevention of Atrocities Act. Okay. That's also called Prevention of Atrocities Act, 1989. That's for legally helping them against all discriminations or atrocities. Then Stand Up India scheme. You know, uh, like per bank branch, every scheduled commercial bank must give rupees 10 lakh to 1 crore loan to at least one SCST or women for establishing a greenfield enterprise. That's for making grassroots entrepreneurs in the country. Then Pradhan Mantri Adarsh Gram Yojana. Adarsh Gram means what? Model village. If there is an area with more than 50% concentration of SC, or OBC, etc., their educational, health, road, and all associated infrastructures will be improved under this. So our fund for MP's fund, MLA fund, etc. will be utilized for that. Now Pradhan Mantri Vanadhan Yojana. Now TriFed and Ministry of Tribal Affairs will be collecting the products, like minor forest products from the tribal people, and they will be selling that in the market or exporting them, and that will improve the livelihood of the or living standard of the tribal people. Then Van Bandhu Kalyan Yojana, that's for the holistic development related to education, health, and all other living conditions for the tribal people and their areas. Now Ekalavya Model Residential School, that's like on par with Navodaya Vidyalayas for tribal students. So they'll be given CBSE standard curriculum, and like not only for academics, that will be helping in their all-round development, like what all activities which are given in Navodayas, like free food, free books, free residence, etc. Then schemes related to senior citizens, obviously Pradhana Mantri Vaya Bandhana Yojana. Okay, so this is under Ministry of Finance. Any person who are above 60 years of age can deposit up to maximum 15 lakh in a bank account, and they will be given pension from say 1000 to 10,000 maximum, according to the money they have deposited. They will be given above 7% interest, more than the normal savings account interest. Then Rashtriya Vayoshree Yojana, that's again that's for like part of Ministry of Social Justice, and they'll be given the people who are having problems or disabilities, they'll be given hearing aids, crutches, artificial limbs. Alimco, an organization, will be giving all these things. Then integrated program for older person schemes, again an integrated program, just like we have seen for the child, for their shelter, for their well-being, for providing them entertainment, for providing them counseling, everything. Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Schemes, yeah, for providing pensions for the people, senior citizens. Now schemes related to disabled persons. Accessible India campaign. We know that like under the current building rules for public buildings, there must be a ramp so that a wheelchair can enter. Similarly, in Bangalore and all, we can see the buses which are wheelchair friendly. So all the transport and built environment must be made universally accessible to all, including the disabled persons. That is the Accessible India campaign. Then Sugamya Pustakalaya, like people who cannot read from this particular textbook, because you cannot zoom in a standard textbook, but if that is provided in an online, you can zoom it and you can use it. So Sugamya Pustakalaya is for providing books in different even regional languages, like all educational curriculum and other books. Okay. Then Unique Disability Identification Project, that's for surveying all the disabled people in the country and providing them with better living conditions, tracking the progress, etc. Like they'll be given a unique disability identification card, and that could be used for hassle-free access to all government schemes. Otherwise, you have to have multiple documents, etc. every time. Now, schemes related to LGBT community. For example, is Sweekriti scheme. That's for mainstreaming the LGBTQ communities. That's a scheme of not national government but the Odisha government. Now, schemes related to poor persons. MG Narega. We know that providing 100 days of employment for all the persons, for any person in the rural area. If that is not given, they must be given an unemployment allowance if they are not given a job in 15 days after their application. Then Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission. That's a scheme of Minister of Rural Development. Precursor to this scheme, there were scheme or missions called Ajivika Mission, etc. So that's for reducing the rural poverty, right? Like they'll be given better skills, and they'll be given more employment opportunities, so that rural poverty and hunger will be reduced. Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. Like it's a world's largest health insurance scheme. Rupees 5 lakh will be provided per family for secondary and tertiary level, like medical requirements, maybe surgery, etc. Now Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. Again, people in the BPL category will be given highly subsidized LPG cylinders under Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. So this is all about the schemes related to vulnerable sections. So once again I am summarizing. Vulnerability means the people who are prone to harm or damage from external resources. They are most likely to suffer as a result of the faulty or unjust system in whatever arenas. So children, women, SC, OBC, minorities, senior citizens, disabled people, LGBT communities all belong to this. So we have studied about scheme for welfare of minorities, that is Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas कार्यक्रम for infrastructure development, Hamari Dharohar for culture, schemes related to women, Pradhan Mantri Madru Vandana Yojana for monetary benefits for institutional delivery, Sodar Greh, Ujjwala and One Stop Center scheme for women in difficult circumstances, schemes related to children, ICDS for all-round development of health, immunization, preschool children, then Samagra Shiksha for improving the enrollment in schools, for improving the quality of schools teaching, for tracking the progress, etc. from preschool to class 12. Then midday meal scheme for reducing the classroom hunger, for improving the nutritional status, for caste socialization of children, etc. Then Beti Bachao scheme for like reducing the sex selective abortion, for mainstreaming girl children, for considering themselves as a blessing, etc. for improving their social, educational and economic opportunities, etc. Now schemes related to SC and SC and OBC, that's the Prevention PCR Act, or Protection of Child Rights Act, like then SC ST Prevention of Atrocities Act 1989, then Stand Up India scheme for bank loan from vulnerable section, then Adarsh Gram Yojana again for modern village development for all infrastructure, etc. Pradhan Mantri Bandhan Yojana for selling and purchasing minor forest produce from tribal children, Vanbandhu Kalyan Yojana for holistic health, education, infrastructure and well-being of Vanbandhus or tribals. Okay, then Ekravya model residential school on par with Navodaya schools for free food and all resources related to tribals, related to education for tribals, on par with Navodaya Vidyalaya. Schemes related to senior citizen, Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana, Ministry of Finance, like up to maximum 15 lakh you can deposit. You will be getting 1,000 to 10,000 rupees pension. Rashtriya Vayashri Yojana for assisted living devices. Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme, obviously from the name itself it's understood. Related to disabled persons, Accessible India campaign for improving the accessibility to transport and meetup environment for the disabled people. Sugamay Pustakalayah again for online access to all type of books in different languages. Unique Disability Identification Project for surveying and tracking the progress of disabled people. Through this card you can the disabled people can get the access to all government schemes, etc. Now schemes related to LGBTQ community, Sweekriti for all-round development of LGBTQ, for mainstreaming, etc. It's the initiative of Odisha government. Then schemes related to poor persons, all these schemes you can talk about being part of poor persons. Also MG Narega for guaranteed self-employment for 100 days, otherwise unemployment allowance if not given in 15 days. Then National Rural Livelihood Mission under Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana for reducing the rural poverty, for providing them employment opportunities, skill development, etc. Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana for 5 lakh rupees for secondary and tertiary care, hospital expenses, world's largest health insurance scheme, that's there. Then Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, highly subsidized gas cylinders, LPG cylinders for the BPL category family. Thank you.